Ellis Park, the Giants in town for a 3-game set, and all eyes on number 99, Spencer Strider.
Every time he comes in and says, hey, I can keep going, he says, I know you can, but we're not doing this for tonight.
Francisco Giants lineup presented by your local Toyota dealer. Again, it's a lineup.
There's a little bit of break from John. So
off we go. Two with a doubleheader on Saturday. And he's dominant here to start. He gets Wade Jr. on the slope. First build to left center. However, Harris has it on.
It sneaks up on you before you know it, Jeff.
DH Wilmer Flores. It's a fastball at the top of the spot by a game and a half. So very much in playoff contention. Their hitting is not getting going here in the first inning. Ronald Acuna at the top. Harris still batting second with Nicky Lopez down in the ninth. He's been struggling a little.
Break out a lot. That's going to be a tall task.
Ronald sees. He laces through the hole on the right side for a single. Braves have faced. They have faced everybody else. Now they play the San game suspension. Got that suspension because he returned to the dugout after being ejected in the fruit mustache. That drops. And they're at the ERA. This flare is foul down the right field side.
To get away from their foundation.
He's ahead of Riley. Runner goes for second. Look out over there, right in between. Wash missed the outside corner there on the slider. 1-2. Called strike at the top of the zone, and ball to short. Bobbled though by Crawford. Yeah, caught a break. 18-game hit streak. Longest active in Major League Baseball.
Speed away right here.
18-game hit streak for Marcell Ozuna.
Not a slide.
Mario with runners at first and second. And he takes a strike on the splitter. Mets. Better. Mets chugging around third.
Couple weeks, Marcel's around the bases like he's Ronald out there.
Oh gosh, he has been a magnet as of late.
Fourth time in what?
That's where he took one a few games ago. Let's see if Orlando. It's taken by Estrada, and he retires. Nothing. And cleaning up, playing left field. Payoff from Spencer, and he strikes him out. 99 from 99. It's now for Strider. It's 2 strikeouts to 2. Strider. And he strikes out another victim. In the first 5. And now he faces J.D. Davis. A chance at another K here. And he got it. Strikes out the side. Strider.
Pitching, homers. It's a good formula.
Everything is in sync right now. Braves out west. And he's late there. And he goes down swinging. Jeff, Alex Cobb, his 12th year in the big.
Tampa, they all threw those changeups.
Hands of Ronald. Kind of an awkward. Let's get this. It bounces. Triple. And now that pitch inside to Austin Riley. Right. And it gets over the head of Peterson. 8-0.
To your point, 2 quick outs. And you're thinking he got a chance for a quick scoreless inning, and then the next thing.
You got to deal with Olsen. Grounded to Estrada, though. And that will end it.
You think?
Yeah.
Pretty close.
That's what happened when you had young kids.
Yeah. Getting game 2, that throw that he made down to first base and picked, who'd you pick off?
Manny Ramirez.
Manny Ramirez.
Tremendous game. I knew sooner or later our offense was going to.
Strider looking for his 6th strikeout already. My goodness. 6 strikeouts with Smoltz for 3 games up here in the booth, so we're still recovering. So it's a sensitive subject, right?
Alumni weekend since 2000. Now they had the parade. They had the parade. They had the record.
Javi Lowe, 15-game hit streak after the single in the first, and he has been really hitting well. You look at
He lives in my neighborhood too, so they knew each other before he moved.
Sharp grounder to Crawford. One away.
That's the deal, and they have to learn how to call a game and, you know, do all that stuff. And he worked hard at it. He
did a great job.
Field charging and taking it is Meckler. 2 out.
15 years.
It just looks like he stepped off the playing field.
Well, I got a wedding coming up, Brandon.
For the 15th time.
Thanks, Brandon.
Bobbled at third by Davis. Arcia. You got a family wedding coming up, right?
Yeah, my dog.
Oh, Arcia goes down swinging, chasing the knuckle curve. Well, Glenn, great to see you. How are you?
It's good to be here.
This are the guys.
But he's got so much composure, and he's got everything you need. Really bad to say.
You're saying they were model citizens and model teammates?
I'm not saying any names.
Had to be McCann. I mean, it only makes sense.
There and turn it and not worry about getting
decleated,
roll blocked. I mean, when I came up, they were.
Ryder looks for an 8th strikeout, the first hit of the game for the San Francisco Giants.
And you can see him get better.
But after all of that time,
trying to help my son pick up some boards, and I wasn't as strong.
Peterson in the air to Acuna. That'll be the tries to throw it to third.
Supposed to be the next Johnny Bench. Then they put him at first, and then they put him in center field, and he found his with him. I had one more swing.
Well, Conforto has no more.
From his last start, pretty good.
Man, you know, you get the feeling, and Tom, you can say this because you up, and it was all about baseball.
Second baseman hitting into the other second base.
I mean, that's kind of the original guys where Sherholtz that put this whole thing in motion.
To the top, and Ronald here, he singled, and he's just won a line drive bullet out to Conforto. In the second for Michael. Might get his double here.
There's your double.
And the cycle right now. But he's standing on second base and on a couple of bounces to Crawford. That's kind of backwards. Always good to have you back here. How does it feel?
I feel
giving you up. And I know he's a great, wholesome guy, but you got to have a Glav story in your bag, right?
I do.
I was ready to see hit some tanks in the chop house.
Yeah, I mean, we had a good battle a couple years ago. I think.
This meeting, was there a game? Was there something?
We won our first 6 or 7 after the break, and the Dodgers lost the year before. That didn't go quite as well as 91 did, but you know when he came out and threw well in the second half, I think and Glav threw obviously great all year.
Leading it 3-0 as they bat in the 5th. Steve Avery, our guest right now here on Alumni Weekend, pitching for San Francisco to Matt Olson. This out to Peterson for the first out. I asked Glav, Steve. Glav held his own with the bat, but sometimes I'd be like, oh, come on, just put the ball in play.
What would probably let us an average, but
I feel like Brandon kind of took a cheap shot at you, Tom.
Yeah, to Abe's point, I mean, you know, most lineups
2-2 here to Eddie. And he's got it. Steve Avery, thanks so much for coming up to brought it up earlier.
Oh my! I'm afraid Nancy doesn't know yet.
It was a
stop beating like crazy for about 10 minutes. I can't believe you got that. I do what the Braves do, so we're having a blast. Next year I'm going to wear a helmet. To all of us to be able to just see the guys. See some of my family here, Nance, Jake, and our daughter-in-law Ariane, and got 3 fun to have as a teammate. And he gave so much. I don't know how many years he was here as a coach. He's here, and he was career. Teach me how to play. And
can't have all of them.
Well, he's earned it. He's the Murph.
He's hit like a Murph.
And some things that
I mean, look, there's a few teams I played on that were pretty good, but I don't.
Everybody's playing well, and this is a fun team to watch. So
Murph, I know you always be a Brave, but it's fun.
On out there, the market is ready.
Just out there, Arcia with a swinging bunt that will move.
The real thing. They really grew the game of baseball. People love this game. Needs exposure. You just need to see it.
Changed the approach.
Yeah, no, they make adjustments. I just get the feeling that this is how you do it. I mean, I think about the scouts. You think yeah.
He's got 55 stolen bases. He is the first player with 25 and 50.
You know what I mean? It's like
grounder here to third. Change here. Murph, thanks so much. 2021 against San Francisco. And you guys said it. Hall of Famer season. The cycle here, but he will drive in a run. And Atlanta lead. Acuna went to third, so they're at the corners, and now a chance for Austin Riley. Michael breaks for second. Ronald thought about Now he's a pitch away from walking him here. 3, and they are loaded. Time for our ruling the plate. Brought to you
the other
at the wall, and it's caught there by Meckler.
Showed tonight
the franchise record for 10-plus strikeout. All right, Glab, you're up over 90 pitches. You got a 4-0 lead. Orlando's out in the grass, and he'll take it. A bouncer in there, good block by Murphy. Ground ball right at Lopez. 4, 6, 3 of God Bless America. Good fastball, 9 with a foul ball hit him. It wasn't Marcel's bat, so we'll give Marcel a break there. 1-1. And the former Brave gets Ozuna. He singled there and drove in a run in the first, and now he gets a. And now Luke Jackson deals to Sean Murphy. Luke.
I give Luke a lot of credit when he was here, man. He
5 years here in Atlanta.
Yeah. Sorry, Brandon, go ahead. He's one of those guys having the year they were having.
And I'll tell you this, like anything, you go in there and ask the guy.
Oh, well, Luke got a gift. Lando Arcia 0 for 3 tonight, swinging here and fouling it off. And there you go, down to first. The inning alive here for Orlando. Fouls it straight back, 1-2. There is the fast. This one skirts away from Bailey. He'll still throw. Now a 2-2 here to Orlando. And the count full. There it is. And he missed off the outside corner.
I'm swinging.
I think.
Right?
Yeah.
So how is that different from?
I think that's where you're going. You're selling out mentally too. Like this is a slider.
Balls. And that one right down the middle on the slider. 2-1. They'll check down at second. And Eddie able to scan. On the outside corner, full count. Runners start their wheels. Doesn't matter. Bases loaded. That one hit him in the batter's. Here's the 0-1. There's a fastball missing inside. Ronald able to lay off. 2-2. He got him. Fastball at the knees. And the first pitch from Jimenez comes and hits J.D. Davis. And the young catcher, 24-year-old rookie, hitting over 260 to right for his first hit of the series. In Crawford. That one fouled straight back toward us. They have mixed in some other guys this year because he has struggled hitting below. Big strikeout for Joe Jimenez. 97 miles to Estrada, the ninth batter. And he gets there. They're coming in the spot of Lamont Wade at the top of the order.
And you go back to 21 guys when the Giants.
And Slater, part of that 21 season, debuted back in 2017. And the shutout still intact.
And it's been 2 years. The rain stopped us.
And a routine one to Estrada. So far back in the second. He's also walked tonight. Fouls the first pitch off here.
You know what makes it tough, but do you bring someone down there that we saw with the Yankees, if you remember the first night?
Game suspension tonight. So the bench coach Kai Correa is calling the shots down there. Austin Riley swing and a miss at a slider. It'll probably just say I'm a champ. That'd be my guess.
You know, and there's a lot of pressure on you, Brandon, tomorrow.
Walk. Ooh, called strike. Matt Olson thought.